Here we go, guys. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, the only Terran in this game that we care about, the red Terran, Prometheum from the chat. He's your moderator. He's handsome. He does StarCraft tournaments. He's a cool guy. And spawning in the top left, the blue Terran, rocking the basic skins. It is Jarek. Let's see how this game goes. All right. So as we see, Prometheum is going for a normal supply depot. Same with Jarek. Prometheum is going for the gas first, whereas Jarek is going for the barracks first. Interesting. Oh, we already got a little bit of a divergence here. As we can see, Prometheum is going to get scouted first as well. Prometheum does send his SCV to check for, I'm guessing, proxies. Very nice. Prometheum's SCV is getting harassed. He pulls it back in time. Jarek goes after the SCV. He loses his SCV. Oh no, Jarek, what are you doing, dude? He really thought he had you there, Prometheum. Jarek going for a command center in base off of a single Reaper. Prometheum bringing his worker back to over here. Perhaps going to do something very, very interesting. Let's see what he's going to do. Prometheum, your SCV is just idle. Sends the Reaper back out. Prometheum going for that factory at home. Same with Jarek. Both players opting not to build workers this game. I love it. There's a gentleman's agreement to not build workers the entire game. They're still not building workers. They're still not building workers. This is also on 2x speed, by the way, guys. They both decide to end the gentleman's agreement. They both each build one SCV at the same time. Prometheum going to harass with his Reapers and Hellions. Kills the 2 Marines. Hits himself with his grenade, though. Let's see if he can go up the ramp. The ramp is open. It's open. Go in, Prometheum. Oh my god, Jarek doesn't lift the supply depot. He's going to take a ton of freaking damage. Oh my god. Prometheum just doing all kinds of damage. The tank pops out, though, and Jarek should be safe. Prometheum kills a few SCVs. Jarek sieging up the tank. Prometheum's got his starport in that spot we saw him send the SCV to earlier. I wonder what's going to build out of that. My guess is a Banshee. The Reaper's just chilling out here. Jarek just chilling at home with his tank. Building a 3rd command center off of 1 Marine and 1 tank. Jarek, a very, very greedy player. I love it. Prometheum still making Reapers, sending them across the map. As we can see, the gentleman's agreement to not build SCVs was reestablished. Prometheum just harassing with his Reapers at the back of the mineral line of Jarek. And we can see that Banshee and the Cloak are on the way. Jarek cleans up all the Reapers with his tank. Look at that big boy juicy tank with those 3 kills. Nice. You love to see it. We got this Reaper just watching for the expansion to land. The expansion lands and the Reaper starts shooting at it. Prometheum, pull back the Reaper. No, the Reaper dies to the frickin' Marines. But we have our heroes. The double D breast size unit in StarCraft. That's right, the Banshee. One Banshee just stays here. The other Banshee goes into the main. Very nice, splitting up the damage. Moves out of the scan. Jarek has 3 command centers, but he doesn't have a single scan. He finally gets a scan, but the Banshee in the natural doing absolutely devastating damage. This is actually insane. It's got 10 kills already. How many kills are we going to go up to? It instead decides to fly away. I guess it's going to run out of energy pretty soon. I'm not going to lie. I would have sacked that Banshee for more damage. I don't care about that. My units don't have health coverage. Another Banshee comes in, lands the Vikings under the Banshee, and then they die, and Prometheum sieges up. Now Jarek backing up again after losing both of his Vikings to a Banshee. He retreats to his main base, and Prometheum flies his weak Banshee away. Sieges up in the natural. The tanks are firing at each other. Each player trades a tank. The Marines walk forward and die. The Vikings land once again, and they're just going to keep on fighting over here. This Banshee's still alive, coming back up to kill some more landed Vikings. Just kidding. Those 2 Marines got it. Another Banshee comes in. It looks like Prometheum's not building any more Banshees, though. Very nice. Damage out of the Banshees, though, I must say. Prometheum still rallying units across the map. He is at a supply deficit, so this is a very dangerous maneuver. But if he can do a lot of damage here... This guy's got 4 command centers. Jarek has 4 command centers. Bro, he's got more command centers than he's got units. This is insane. Landing the this guy really likes his landed Vikings. A very this is what we call a man of culture here. Prometheum is attacking this 3rd base. The Vikings land in the tank fire again. Oh my goodness. Jarek does save that command center, but loses about like 4 or 5 Vikings total. Prometheum building a Raven. Probably going to bring that Raven home, and now he's building another Banshee. Prometheum rallying his units across the map once again. Let's see if Prometheum's going to be able to get something done this time, guys. We've got the double eBay coming down out of Jarek, who's already at 4 command centers. 4 command centers, double eBay. Bro, you don't even have stim and combat shields. What do you need Marine upgrades for, dude? Like, he doesn't even have stim. Like, what are the Marine upgrades gonna do? This Banshee gets crazy amounts of damage. Oh, another surprising siege out of Prometheum in the natural once again. Once again, Jarek landing his Vikings and losing all of them once again. What's up, Boss StarCraft? What's up, Kestrel? How's it going, guys? Dude, this guy is the king of the landed Vikings. Okay. Jarek coming up the ramp. Now, he said, I've had enough. I'm going to attack you now. But Prometheum's already sieged up. The command center is landing, and it's going to take a lot of damage. Prometheum lifts it up pretty quickly. These Vikings, I'm sure they're going to land and die at some point. I'm perfectly prepared for that moment. Sieging in range. Prometheum, nice with the scan. The Vikings did land, and they killed that command center, it looks like. The Vikings are going to land, splitting them up. Those first 2 Vikings died very easily. Oh, all these Vikings are going to die, it looks like. Oh, and Prometheum with a surprising hit squad of Marines going across the map and doing insane damage to the 3rd economy of Jarek. Holy freaking crap. The landed Vikings. The landed Vikings are coming through. Now, where were we, says Jarek. He's coming across the map. He feels as though he's about to finish off Prometheum. He's talking a little bit of smack, but Prometheum's got such a big army. The Vikings land and all die once again. Prometheum unsieging, and he's going to move across the map. Prometheum does take a hidden base over here. But, of course, we know that Jarek does have the exact same base on the opposite side of the map, along with a 3rd. So Jarek is incredibly ahead in economy right now. Vikings are going to land again, I'm guessing. Yep, there they go. And they're dead once again. That's what you like to see, guys. Jarek trying to turn his air advantage into a ground advantage over and over again. Not seeming to work out. And another Banshee out of nowhere. It does die, though. Prometheum goes up to the 4th base. He's doing so much damage to Jarek's economy. How is Jarek going to recover? Prometheum's killed a total of 67 Marines, or 67 workers, and only lost 6 workers. Jarek does have another command center. Jarek still talking that smack, landing his Vikings. Jarek's signature move, guys. Prometheum's had enough. He's got a huge squad of Marines, going to pick off more of Jarek's Vikings. I don't think I've ever seen this many Vikings die in a game before, guys. He lands the Vikings on top of the Marines again. Loses all of his Vikings once again. This is about the 20th time his Viking count has been reset. Jarek realizes the Marines are coming up to the 4th. He does pull the SCVs away in time. Probably should land this command center, but decides not to for whatever reason. Prometheum picking off these SCVs, sending across this hit squad of Marines. Jarek sieging up his third. Prometheum does does find another base. He's going to pick this one off very easily from the looks of it. Picks off a tank. Oh, wow. This command center actually gets saved because Prometheum split his army up, but I think picking off the tank was okay as well. It would have been pretty good to pick off the command center, but he's probably not really going to use that command center anytime soon anyway. Jarek going to land his command center. Another Marine hit squad coming up to the fourth. Picks off one tank. Picks off two tanks. I'm sure this Viking is going to land in the second here. Nope. Prometheum got forces set up on both sides of the map. Very, very good. And Jarek's going to lose this fourth base. He's sending a lot of Marines across the map to defend the fourth, to try to get it reestablished. Is he going to land those Vikings? Yup. He died. And they all die once again. Okay. It looks like Jarek's given up on making Vikings. No, he does queue up another one. I can't wait to see this one die. Prometheum's got this hit squad set up, ready to go in whenever. Prometheum denying this base, denying the fourth base. This single Marine, is he gonna do it? No! Our hero is no longer a hero, he's dead. Picking off more of these siege tanks. Prometheum's forces cleaned up over on this side. The upgrade advantage heavily in Jarek's favor. Prometheum's army getting sandwiched. The supplies are dead even. What is going on? Oh no, we've got these Marines coming up. They're getting picked off. The medevacs are getting picked off by the Vikings. He's repairing the tank, but the tank is running away. Another hit squad from Prometheum coming up. Oh no, the devastating damage. Prometheum drops a mule. But alas, the mule must return home. Or die, perhaps. It looks like it's going to make it home somehow. That's very nice. Very, very great ending to a terrific story. Doesn't it just warm your heart, guys? The mule that made it home. Alright, so Jarek opting not to get combat shields this game. Prometheum going back up to do some more damage. A huge Marine hit squad. But it looks like this might turn into a base trade unless Prometheum decides to turn around and defend. Instead, Jarek decides to be the one to turn around and defend. This planetary probably isn't going to be very easy to kill. Prometheum going in for the kill over here. The Vikings are landed. The Vikings are going to get cleaned up again. There we go. All right, this is the game that I was waiting for, guys. This is exactly the type of game I was waiting for. Okay, and then we've got this base going back to full mining. You know, Jarek's got really, really good economy, but so does Prometheum. Prometheum just needs a couple more workers. If we look at the worker graph, Jarek does have about 11 more. Prometheum dropping on top of the tank. Picks that off. Stims. He's going to get this fourth base for sure. Jarek's got absolutely nothing. He's stimming Marines in one by one. Prometheum picking off this command center. He's aiming for it. He's going to get it. Oh, he lifts it up. He's repairing it. He really doesn't want this to die. Oh, Prometheum with the freaking Liberator transition. Big time. Still using the starport in the middle of the map. I don't know how you lasted this long. I suck. And you're fucking trash, says Jarek. Time out, guys. We're gonna pause the game for 1 second, okay? This guy, the king of the... Dude, this guy is literally the king of the dead landed Vikings, okay? You know how there's the land of the dead? Well, there's also the land of the dead Vikings, okay? And that's where this guy is the king of. He's also the king of not having combat shields on his Marines, okay? As we can see, Jarek is actually still making Vikings because we know that these have really paid in dividends for him. Anyway, let's get back to the game, guys. Prometheum is going to siege up these tanks. And it looks like this is going to be the end of our hero. The one and only Jarek. He tried his hardest. But it looks like, well, Prometheum looks like he's going to turn around. Prometheum's decided, you know what, I'm going to get rid of this base on the top right real quick, just in case. Not a bad option, but it looks like this planet... And in true Jarek fashion, Prometheum loses his entire army, getting sandwiched between a planetary fortress and another army. It looks like this planetary fortress is going to burn down if Jarek's not paying attention. Jarek, we've gone into full base trade mode, guys. Prometheum going back into his main with his reinforcements. Clearing out Jarek's main. This planetary isn't going to burn down. The landed Vikings are back, guys. They're back. And this time, they're the ones doing the damage. They're the ones doing all the killing. Sieges up his tanks very late. Does end up losing one because of it. Prometheum killing all the buildings in Jarek's main. Prometheum's also got tanks sieged up in his main base. Jarek does save that command center. Very, very good by him. But he's not going to save this one. The landed Vikings are back. And this time they want revenge. Killing some of Prometheum's starports in the bottom right. Man, there's stuff happening absolutely everywhere on the map. It looks like Jarek's base is getting cleared out. Prometheum sending some SCVs to get another base over here. I like that. These are getting cleaned up, but there's no way Jarek can break Prometheum's main base. It's a little bit too secure for now. As we can see, there's just buildings flying absolutely all over the place. This is wild, guys. Jarek decides he's going to try to rebuild at this top right corner. Prometheum's getting a lot of these buildings. Might lose a Liberator to his turret. Does not allow that to happen, though. He's going for this base. Prometheum with the switch back into the Banshees. I absolutely love this move, dude. There's no orbitals on the map. In fact, I don't even know if there's an eBay on the map. No orbitals, no eBays. These Banshees are going to be absolutely amazing. How do you kill an invisible unit with no detection? Oh my god, dude. Oh. Holy crap. And Jarek, of course, after such an insanely close game, such a competitive, high-spirited display of Terran skill, of course he says, "Good game, Prometheum. I hope to meet you again on the ladder." Just kidding. He actually said, "You're fucking garbage. It's hilarious. Hope to find you next game." Jesus, dude. I'm happy you beat him, Prometheum. Good job, dude. That's awesome. How many Vikings died? Jarek produced 57 Vikings and lost 55 Vikings. The average life of a Viking was 1 minute and 5 seconds. That's really bad. Holy crap.